You know, I'm Irish, and Irish people, they don't tell you a thing. Irish people keep it so bottled up. You know, like the plan with Irish people is like, I'll keep all my emotions right here, and then one day I'll die.
It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Mo Rocca.
From performing to sold-out crowds, to hosting Saturday Night Live, to starring on Broadway, there isn't much comedian John Mulaney can't do. But as he tells Tracy Smith, his career and his life haven't always been laughing matters.
John Mulaney is a comedy superstar, finding the funny in the familiar.
Thank you for coming to see me at Radio City Music Hall. I love to play venues where if the guy that built the venue could see me on the stage, he would be a little bit bummed about it.
At 42, he already has 5 highly rated comedy specials to his name, 3 Primetime Emmys, and a reputation as one of the best stand-up guys in the game.
I can't listen to any new songs, because every new song is about how tonight is the night and how we only have tonight. I want to write songs for people in their 30s called Tonight's No Good, How About Wednesday?
But for his new job, he's sitting down. Mulaney's hosting a talk show on Netflix, complete with a couch and celebrity guests. And the whole thing is live, in part because he likes it better that way.
It feels like there's more stakes.
And you like that?
I love that. It's the best.
Explain that feeling to me. It's like coming up against a cliff and kind of dangling over it.
No, it's dangling from the cliff the whole time.
Ah.
Yeah.
This began as an experiment during the Netflix Comedy Festival last year called Everybody's in L.A., talking about L.A. things like earthquakes and coyotes.
What's a humane, responsible way to scare a coyote off if they're coming near you?
Good question, John.
Now the show's back with a broader focus and a new name, and it'll go live every Wednesday night, starting this week.
It's a fun feeling to know that hopefully a lot of people are watching, and it's live globally with no delay, and you could really damage your career.
And he knows all about live TV.
Thank you very much. It is great to be here hosting Saturday Night Live for the 6th time. It's very nice to see all of you.
For John Mulaney, Saturday Night Live is home turf. He started as a writer there in 2008 and helped create some of the show's biggest characters, like Bill Hader's Stefan. Mulaney would often change the script last minute to throw Hader off, like in this Halloween sketch.
Have you heard of Blackula, the Black Dracula?
Yes.
Well, they have a Jewish Dracula.
Oh, what's his name?
Sidney Applebaum.
Seems like this is the thing John Mulaney was born to do. Raised in Chicago, Mulaney says he grew up feeling that comedy was his destiny.
Growing up, was there a moment or a memory where you realized that you were funny?
Always interesting in these things because you don't want to sound egotistical, but I don't remember a time when I didn't think I was funny.
Not long after graduating from Georgetown, he joined SNL, and a career was launched. Mulaney made his mark in New York, but he's fascinated with Southern California, where he now lives year-round. He took us record shopping at one of his favorite places, the legendary Amoeba Music in Hollywood.
When you come out to places like this, do people come up to you or do they leave you alone?
A little bit. My joke is that I'm like Louis Farrakhan. I mean a lot to a small group of people.
Truth is, John Mulaney is a lot bigger than he'll admit.
Hello, old friend.
In his most recent special, Baby J, he played to a sold-out crowd and focused on his drug addiction and recovery.
I walk into my intervention 2 hours late. According to my friends, this is what I said. Okay.
He describes a 2020 intervention on his behalf, staged by friends like Seth Meyers and Fred Armisen.
Let me just call this out now. I don't mean to be weird. It was a star-studded intervention.
It's funny now, of course. Mulaney says he's been clean for more than 4 years.
Forgive me if this is a naive question, but is sobriety something that you have to think about every day?
Well, that's a good question. I don't think about cocaine, opioids, and benzodiazepine every day. I'll acknowledge that I understand the vigilance I need. I do not think about it every day. I don't. I do think about the ways that I can lead my life to perhaps never feel the kind of strain that got me there. So yeah, sobriety maybe being like a bigger term than just abstaining from the chemicals, I definitely think about it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mulaney credits his wife, actress Olivia Munn, with helping him navigate his recovery.
Are you slagging Nebraska?
Yes I am, you corn-fed hayseed.
You might remember her from Aaron Sorkin's The Newsroom.
Split them up.
Or maybe X-Men Apocalypse. But she's a bit of a superhero in real life as well. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2023 and has shared her whole journey online, from the initial test to a double mastectomy. Other women have since credited her with saving their lives.
There's this lifetime risk assessment test that is really the only reason her cancer was discovered, and seeing so many women publicly and privately come to her that they discovered how high their risk was from that. It's astonishing.
She's also a mom to their 2 young children, Malcolm and May.
I have this feeling a lot of times I go, I can't believe I know this person, let alone am married to her.
My wife and I just welcomed a baby girl into our family.
Fatherhood has given him not only more material, but a whole new outlook on life.
My wife takes care of the 5-week-old, and I take the 2-year-old out, and that's not fair. That's not an equal distribution of labor at all. Saying you have a 5-week-old, I'll take a 2-year-old, that's like saying I'll transport this convict across state lines, you hold a potato.
John Mulaney's built a good life making people laugh. Now, as a husband and father of 2, he says he has something to live for.
How do you think fatherhood changed how you look at the world?
I'm in the world now that I'm a father. My head was my only home before that. When my son was born, the first thought I had was, I went, oh, there you are. And when my daughter was born, I had this not to sound woo-woo or anything.
Oh, be woo-woo.
Well, when she was born, I went, oh. My thought was like, oh, we've met before. I've collided with you some other time. So it's like these people came in that just, I don't know, make me like the world a lot more.